Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP absolutely continues to rally and freaking dominate. My gosh. And I'd also like to point out, since this is a tactic that, I'm doing it tongue-in-cheek a bit, but this is a tactic that Bitcoin maxi trolls like to do. Bitcoin outperform XRP. And that's what they sound like when they're talking about how they'll pick a time frame over which Bitcoin has, in fact, outperformed XRP in terms of price action, which really doesn't tell you a damn thing because XRP still, just like every altcoin, is following the general price action of XRP, and it's still in its relative position in terms of market cap, other than what's happened with Tether, which I don't really want to get into in this video. I've talked about that ad nauseum of late. So, point being, though, like XRP is actually still outperforming Bitcoin, and it's actually I reported on that yesterday, and it's even more so outperforming today. So there you go. You can pick a narrative, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. But I've also got a number of stories from multiple chart analysts that are talking primarily very bullish outlooks for the price action of XRP. Do you remember the good old days before the pandemic, early 2020, when XRP was hovering around 35 cents? Well, the analyst in the first story I'm going to cover thinks that we could be back there in short order. They're talking about 34 cents. I've got another analyst from Cointelegraph talking about potentially up to 30 cents. And I know that, look, I understand it's not $4, I got it, but they're talking in the very short term. And they're also talking about this idea. Like, here's this headline from this website, CryptoPotato.com. Who don't love a spud? Ripple records 3-month high. Did alt season finally hit XRP? Interesting question indeed. Lots to talk about. In terms of Bitcoin price action, somebody's talking about in the near term $17,000 Bitcoin, and I know this is an XRP-centric channel. Trust me, I know it. I run it and made it that. But I would love to see that because, like I stated just a moment ago, XRP is undeniably following the price action of Bitcoin. So any upward price action that comes to Bitcoin will ultimately trickle on down to XRP, even if it takes some time. And you could see even in 2017, I know it took over half a year of Bitcoin, XRP rather, trading sideways, but it eventually came. Now, I am not a financial advisor. To be clear, though, I don't have a financial background. I am not offering financial advice. Do not buy or sell because of anything that I say. Right? I want to be super duper clear about that. That said, I'm running this channel because it's a fun, well, it's my most favoriteest hobby ever, but it's fun to talk about this stuff, and I love engaging with everybody else in the XRP community, but that is all it is. It's just a for fun conversation. I'm just your everyday Joe Schmo type of guy. Now, before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, I would certainly appreciate it. And also, I recommend that you get down with your best self by subscribing to the Moon Lambo channel, which is the Moon Lamboest of all channels on the YouTubes. That's important for some reason. All right, so you've got to XRP, which has reclaimed number 3 in market cap. You've got, I guess I will mention this. Okay, so obviously Tether, they printed like, what, over 6 billion Tether, which resulted in Tether supplanting XRP in terms of the number 3 position in market cap. Well, XRP has risen enough that it just supplanted Tether. So suck it, Tether. I don't like you. I don't like you, Tether. Nothing personal. Maybe it's a little personal. I don't like you, Tether. Go away. So you've got XRP at 10.851 billion in market cap. Tether's at 10.72. So it could slip back down to 4th if price action doesn't go the way we'd like it to. But even so, hopefully that would be more of a short-term thing. Then you got Bitcoin at $11,122. The crypto market cap as an asset class, $324 billion. Now, I do want to point this out. Look at this. This is the 30-day. I'll even pull up the 30-day chart here. Here's the 30-day chart. You can see it's been trending notably upwards. You now have XRP. It's gained 36.46% in the last 30 days. That's big, right? Now, here's Bitcoin. It's only up 20.98%. Now, when the facts are flipped, as they have been at times in the past, and undeniably, unquestionably, there will be time periods where it'll be the case that Bitcoin looks more positive over whatever arbitrarily chosen time period you want to look at. But what happens? What happens when XRP is performing over whatever arbitrarily chosen timeline these Bitcoin maxi trolls look at? What happens? You get all these stories, oh my god, XRP lackluster, not performing. And do you see that today? That where are the headlines? XRP outperforming Bitcoin. Well, you've seen that on the Moon Lambo channel, but that's just like, again, I'm just jabbing at them, and I'm acknowledging that it's stupid to think that that has anything to do with long-term viability, but I'm going to point it out, because this is what they do. These are the narratives, and it scares people. That's the reason it's kind of disgusting to me. I don't like it. I just like intellectual honesty, and I don't feel like I'm frequently getting that from, for instance, Bitcoinist.com. Not always. Shout out to Poochie for sending this next piece to me, and he wrote, "It's XRP, not Ripple." Yeah, no kidding. So maybe they're good at technical analysis, maybe they're not. But even if they are good at it, they're conflating Ripple and XRP. Ripple is a fintech startup, and XRP is a decentralized cryptocurrency. You cannot use the two interchangeably unless you want to look like an idiot stick. And maybe that's the goal. I don't know. Maybe they want to look like idiot sticks. That's very possible. But here's the headline. Ripple records 3-month high. Did alt season finally hit XRP? Price analysis. So let's jump in here. Since passing the 200 days EMA at 21 cents earlier in the week, XRP has continued to surge as it reached the 24.1 cent level today. And by the way, actually I should mention this too before going any further. XRP damn near hit 25 cents, which I think is probably a psychological level, but it got up to, according to Live Coin Watch, 24.89 cents. So like knocking on 25 cents door. It managed to push above resistance at 22.5 cents and 23 cents to reach the 24 cent level. If the bulls can continue to close above 25 cents, they will be creating a fresh 5-month high and will be kickstarting a new bull run back towards the 2020 highs at around 34 cents. Oh yes, the good old days of XRP at 34 cents in the calendar year 2020. I know what I hate, and I don't hate that, so that would be nice. Next here is another piece. This one's from Cointelegraph, and this is written by a pretty notable chart analyst. He's all over the world of crypto, got a good following on Twitter. Michael Van de Pop, known as Crypto Michael. And here's his headline. Can XRP price follow Bitcoin and hit 30 cents? Watch these key levels. XRP price may see a surge to 30 cents if these key resistance levels and Bitcoin price remains relatively stable in the near term. I do like that he's acknowledging that this is contingent upon Bitcoin because, like it or not, and I don't like it, XRP is, like I keep saying, following the price action of Bitcoin, but when you have these negative stories about XRP price action, it's like the Bitcoin maxi trolls pretend that's not a thing. It's absolutely a thing, and it's going to take a long time probably for this asset class to mature to the point where individual cryptocurrencies are judged on their own merit, their own real-world utility. I don't know how long that's going to take. If I made up a prediction in terms of timeline for that to happen, I'd just completely fabricated. So I'm not going to do that. But I do believe that common sense will enter the space increasingly as time passes, and you'll see less of a frenzy in terms of price action. People will dig in more, I think, especially once you have institutional investors, which are probably going to be taking a more nuanced approach to investing relative to retail investors. Where do you think they're going to be parking their money? With cryptocurrencies that do something or cryptocurrencies that don't do anything? That's a head scratcher. Now, altcoins got crushed in their respective Bitcoin pairs as Bitcoin price decided to break out of the 2-month-old range and reach as high as $11,400. However, some altcoins did relatively well, and a few top 10 cryptocurrencies showed strength while the price of Bitcoin was climbing. And that included XRP. So let me just jump down because I don't want to cover this whole article. I just want to get to the relevant portion about XRP. And it is mostly what it's about, but they jump into like Stellar and this or that. But there's a little subheading. XRP breaks through 100-day and 200-day moving averages. The USDT pair of XRP is showing substantial strength as it broke above the 20-cent level. Aside from the 20-cent level, XRP price also broke above the 100-day and 200-day moving averages and shows signs of bullish momentum. The chart is showing a clear higher low previously, which is essentially one of the cornerstones of upward momentum. The price is now making a higher high as it broke through the previous high at 22.8 cents. So it looks like, generally speaking, we've obviously noticed this for the last several days or so. This could be a trend that could continue, just the general upward direction in terms of XRP price appreciation. So what's next for XRP? Well, mostly, as long as it sustains support above the 100-day and 200-day moving averages, it's in bull territory, and dips should be considered as potential buy opportunities. These moving averages are must-hold levels, as they also include a support range. The support range can be found between 20.4 cents to 21 cents. As long as XRP sustains support above this level, continuation is likely towards the next resistance. The resistance is located at that point between 26.5 cents to 27.5 cents, and some resistance should be expected, if not a rejection, in this area for XRP. So that's the way it's going right now, and as long as Bitcoin doesn't sneeze, perhaps it's even likely. We'll just keep tracking this, and it's fun to look at. I mean, given the negative price action for so much of the year, this year, especially during pandemic, quarantine times, it's been fun seeing this move up a little bit, right? We're having a killer time here now, so I certainly like it. Just hope it follows, but again, even if it did, even a crash back down, I still think that as time passes, given that there's no way this crypto asset class is going away, those coins that get used for something, real world utility, those are the ones that will genuinely be here for the long haul, long-term viability. All right. Let's jump into this piece briefly now. This is from Bitcoinist.com. And it's titled, Analyst who predicted Bitcoin's V-bounce at $3,700 thinks this comes next. He's talking about some notable price action here. I'm just going to run through the bullet points because I don't want to go through the whole article here, but it has to do with $17,000 Bitcoin. And there are 5 bullet points. Number 1, Bitcoin has stagnated after surging as high as $11,500 on Monday. As of this article's writing, the asset trades for $10,950, just 5% below the local high. And so it's a little bit above that right now. Next bullet point, number 2. Analysts remain optimistic about Bitcoin, arguing that the asset is poised to rally further in the days ahead. Number 3, one trader is predicting that Bitcoin could hit $17,000 in the weeks and months ahead. Now, that's a bold claim, given that we're just sitting at 11,000, but even so, we've seen some really wacky, insane volatility with this crypto asset class, which primarily occurs. It's not like there's something weird or scary about the asset class, not from my perspective anyway. I understand that it has to do with just the markets being illiquid. It's easier for a little bit of money to come in and cause just like huge moves. It's also easier for those splashy whales out there to manipulate markets in some sort of sinister way as well. So it's not surprising me. It's not something that scares me away. I understand that volatility, it's actually, if you look over what's been happening over the last decade, volatility is actually on the decline. I understand it's still crazy volatile, don't get me wrong, but as liquidity increases, we've already seen evidence of this. Volatility will continue to decline. It's still going to be wacky for price action, I suspect, for a long time, maybe over a decade. And fine, I'm here early. I am thrilled to see this level of volatility. Bring it on. That's my humble opinion. Number 4 bullet point. This is the same trader that has made historically accurate calls. For instance, the trader predicted Bitcoin would see a V-shaped reversal in March. Then it did. And 5th bullet point now. Bitcoin's price action may be somewhat dependent on that of gold, which has been tracking over recent weeks and months. And this is the trader that they were talking about. His name is Ethereum Jack. He's at BTC _Jack Sparrow. So we'll see if that comes to pass. He's got 49,200 followers, and usually when somebody has that kind of following, it's especially if you're a trader, it's probably deserved to some degree. So let's see if he's right. $17,000 Bitcoin. What will that mean for XRP, even if it lags behind? Well, last time Bitcoin approached that level, you can think about its all-time high of almost $20,000. XRP followed to almost 4. So again, I'm not making a price prediction. I'm not offering financial advice. But if history repeats itself, where do you think this is all going? That's it for this video, though. I'll wrap up here. Would love to hear from you in the comments, though. I am not a financial advisor. Did I mention that? I think I did multiple times. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.